Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Stefania. Thank you so much for finding me here. I hope you're all having a beautiful day, beautiful week, beautiful year so far. Let us just open to the energy of spirit. This channel is the temple within, our true beauty, our true energy, our true creation, that all that is lives within us, expresses through us. So this channel is all about letting go of what is not serving us, stepping into the energy, the source, the soul, getting out of our way so that we can step into our highest timeline of success, joy, happiness, abundance. And so it is. Let us just take a deep breath and know that we are supported, that we are guided, that we are safe, that we are loved. When we drop in with spirit, we know that as we do this and we remain calm and we listen to the messages of spirit, we are guided, we are safe, we are protected and led to the highest possibility, lift our work, our gifts, talents, and abilities up to the highest potential they can be as a blessing on all the world. And so it is. And so as I connect with the energy this week, I really have to acknowledge the presence and the spiritual energy of the beautiful deity Ganesh. So Ganesh is a Hindu deity, remover of obstacles. I had a beautiful dream earlier in the week and a visitation from Ganesh where I was in a temple with a lot of other people, and the spirit of Ganesh just came through this veil of beauty and this enormous, massive elephant presence, just bestowing upon us the energy of light and love. That energy has been with me all week, and so if you'll see in the back, I am an artist, and I don't know if you can see it, but this painting, I channel paintings and I'll channel energy, and I never know what's going to come through, but I can just feel it as I'm doing it. And this painting, you can kind of see the spiritual elephant coming through. So Ganesh has really been on the scene, and I feel like for many of you, this message is about obstacles being removed and stepping into a period of time in your life where you're going to feel like pathways are made more clear, opportunities seem more available. What was harder before all of a sudden feels a little easier. This is a message around if you and also as it was in meditation preparing for the reading today, I was hearing the song by Lainey Wilson, Whirlwind. And that message that if you've heard, she's such a great artist. That message of whirlwind. If you've been through a whirlwind, things are about to settle. The dust settles, and so if you don't know, if you're not familiar with the spirit of Ganesh, I recommend just doing some reading around the representation of Ganesh, because the energy represents removing obstacles and stepping into your higher power, your strength. Ganesh comes through as an elephant, and so elephants are very powerful. Very strong, very intuitive, very sensitive. They connect with their pod, their community. They're very connected to their family. And so I also feel like, as I say that, their family, I feel for many of you, there's shifts in relationships this year. You're going to be noticing shifts in relationships, and the way you move forward in your life, you're going to be letting go of relationships, or in relationships shifting. You may begin to view certain people in ways in which you may have outgrown. You may be outgrowing certain people. There's something about that. And I feel like for some of you, that message about the whirlwind was also potentially letting go of like romantic relationships. But I do feel for some of you, it's also friendships, connectionships that are shifting and changing, and you're being more drawn and called to the soul family. So for many of you, I feel like there's a message about soul family, collaboration, connection with new people. I also get too, as I'm dropping into this energy, that for many of you, there could be a call for you to really seek out new community. Whether it's through online, whether it's through, new groups, joining a new pickleball group, or an art group, or there's something about that that's coming in. You'll have to forgive me. I'm nursing a little cold, so you can hear I'm a little stuffed up, but I'm just pushing through. Energetic movement. This is my Ganesh deck. So, of course, I had to pull out my Ganesh deck because I was feeling the energy so much. Energetic movement. I feel like this is a time where I feel like the year, in essence, sort of starts now in terms of positive movement forward. Because I feel like for many of you, and I know myself too, the new year hit, and I was still in this energy of, okay, well, I'm not quite ready to start my year yet. Like, in terms of carving the path forward and like, what am I doing this year? What's happening this year? And it feels like for many of you, things are happening now. So it kind of feels like that in terms of clarity, revelation. Like I feel for some of you, you may have also been receiving epiphanies around the pathway forward for yourself. Okay. So that was coming in as well. Yeah, and I also get too, for some of you, as I'm driving into the message around energy movement, it's important to move the body. So when we are dropping in and moving our bodies and connecting, like consciously moving energy through the body through exercise, moving energy through the body with our breath, it helps the energy that's around us, right? Because everything's connected. The four bodies are all connected, sorry. So there's something about that that's important. You may want to change up the physical, the way in which you're moving energy in the body there. I feel like for some of you, there's a call for that too. So for example, if you're somebody who does a kickboxing class, there it came up again. Energetic movement. That's interesting that it literally flew out. You saw that happen. So that's a reiteration there. That I think for some of you, depending on where you are in the world, it is really cold out. It's, winter, people tend to bunker down. I go out for long walks. I keep moving. There's something about energetic movement. So things are definitely moving forward, but I also feel you're meant to move energy through the body, through different modalities of exercise, and maybe get up off the couch. That could be for somebody out there. Okay. Yeah, I really am. That came out twice. Okay, so let's see what else Ganesh has for us. Beautiful Ganesh, we thank you for your presence. We thank you for the obstacles being removed, and we know the pathway is lit up for us so we can step into our highest timeline of success, joy, happiness, and love beginnings. Yay! Thank you. Thank you and thank you. Look how beautiful that card is. It's all about beginnings. I'm really drawn to the colors of this card, the red, the yellow, the orange, the chakra, the green. Like, it's just such a beautiful colors of heart, power, creativity, new beginning. So this message is about, if you've been feeling like, oh, things aren't really happening, things are about to happen. Energetic movement and beginnings. Okay. Very strong message from Ganesh coming in for all of you for the month of February. This message is timeless, so take it how it resonates. If you're feeling like you've been through a whirlwind, things haven't been moving, and it's like chaos, and there's clarity, call upon the spirit of Ganesh and work with the energy of your spirit guides and great angels. Drop in with spirit. Know that you are supported, guided, and loved. Energetic movement, new beginnings are at hand. Persevere. I feel like you've been persevering. Like, I feel like this has been an energy of persevering. You're almost there. That's the message I feel. I'm drawn to the 2-8 on this card. It's number 28. So 2 and 8. Yeah. So it could be like the 28th of February, something like that. Delight. I feel like too, remember, when things aren't really moving and we're feeling unsure and we're nervous, it's important to nurture ourselves with the things that make us feel good. It's important to nurture ourselves with energy that delights us. Like yesterday, I connected with one of my best friends and we went to the Met, and we were surrounded the whole day with getting caught up and also beauty, and we just had the best day. So it was just a beautiful way. It was so delightful delightful and supportive and loving. And so do things that lift you up and with delight, that bring the energy, the things that make you feel happy. Because as you feel happy and as you're nurturing yourself, it creates a spark, a momentum with the energy, and that nurtures, also moves the energy for new beginnings. We get things going, okay? So that's a really important message there. Surrender. Surrender, surrender, surrender to the great creation of all that is. And I also feel too that message of surrender is also about see the lilies, watch how they grow. See the beauty in what you have right now. Yeah, that's coming in really strong too. All right. Final messages for your highest and greatest good as we move forward. Spiritual quest. Spiritual quest. I feel very strongly that this message, the spiritual quest, is about making your spirituality and your spiritual practice a priority. So it's not like you have to go and live in an ashram for, the rest of the year in order to find yourself. You need to create a daily practice that nurtures thyself. So for me, I get up in the morning, I connect with spirit. I'm always listening to something spiritual. I meditate. I take time to beautify myself. It's a form of self-love and self-nurture. There's something ritualistic about the energy of spiritual practice that as you do, it's a form of self-love. It's a form of nurture. It slows you down. It helps you connect to those intuitive messages that want to come through. And so that's very important, I feel. And there's a sign of generosity. Given you shall receive. So I do feel like this could be a message for some of you to tithe, but also being generous with thyself. Because I was just picking up now, there's divine support in the bottom of the deck. I was just getting now a message about your mind is your worst enemy or your best friend. So be careful with your thoughts. Be careful what you're saying to yourself. Be careful what you're speaking to yourself. Be careful what don't beat yourself up. Be kind with the thoughts and the words you speak to yourself. Okay? There's something about that. I also feel that this ties in with this divine support that Spirit is delivering to you a beautiful new beginning. Okay, that you are guided. I started the reading off with, you are safe, you are guided, and you are supported. So you can affirm that I am safe, I am guided, I am supported. And that is to let you know that you are supported with divine support. And as you are empowered. Okay, so beautiful little reading there for us to get us going for the week. I am sending you so much love and so much light. If you like to please click the like button, share. It really helps the channel. And if you'd like to book a session with me, please click the link below. And I wish you all a beautiful day. Namaste.